Imperial Number 3 was released a week ago, presenting the third chapter of this interesting run. After five council leaders were poisoned, including Hulk's son Hero Kela, the rest of the leaders gathered to investigate. But before answers could be revealed, a Wakandan sniper assassinated Jason of Spartax, creating an explosive decompression that caused several other leaders to go missing. In retaliation, the remaining council nations attacked Wakanda Prime, only to face a massive betrayal from the Skrulls. But the Skrulls were not the only ones staging a coup. The Super Guardian Electron double-crossed Sovereign Xandra of the Shi'ar and destroyed the local Stargate, trapping the warring nations on the battlefield. Star-Lord, Nova, and Shuri managed to escape, determined to uncover the truth. They entered the Fulcrum space, which is part of the galactic hub. Peter delivered a message to the people and announced that he just returned from Wakandan space. He said that a great battle was underway between that empire and the collected Council worlds, who believed that Wakanda was behind the recent terror acts on Fulcrum, but some of the leaders do not believe that. There is a larger ongoing conflict that puts all of them at risk, and they do not know who is behind it. They need to be patient and calm, and above all things, hope for peace and not war. They arrive on Xandar, birthplace of the Nova Corps, or what remains of its broken empire. They head towards a place called the Treasury, where Nova says that this place does not contain money or gold of any kind. It's actually an archive, all that remains of this culture, a repository of art, knowledge, and history. Nova is granted access to the Xandarian worldmind, which happens to be a Nova helmet, and the reason why Richard Rider gained access is that he is a survivor of this empire. This helmet is the only backup for the global consciousness of Xandar, and right now, the worldmind is dormant, stable, and inactive. But once it's activated, there is no returning to a dormant state, because this would be the same as killing it. They would lose the archive of their culture, and everything will be gone forever. So if Ryder turns it on, he has to keep it on. The energy costs to do that are almost unimaginable, as it will cost lots of money until it can build some kind of replacement system or container. Richard then puts the helmet on, and it recognizes him and says that it knows why they came, and that it has a full access to his mind and memories. The helmet says that showing Richard the truth will take roughly 1/3 of all power reserves, then proceeds to reveal the truth to Nova, who says that he knows who did this. 1 year ago, on planet Kalakthun, also referred to as the Fishbowl, this planet was acquired 500 years ago by the Grandmaster in a game of chance against a fellow elder of the universe. It is the home to the largest collection of sea life in this corner of the greater Magellanic Cloud. Grandmaster welcomes Black Bolt's brother, Maximus of the Inhumans, and accepts his invitation for a thrilling game. The stakes are high. If Grandmaster wins, Maximus will gift him with the long-held secrets of Terrigenesis, along with all existing records of Inhuman genealogy. And if Maximus wins, Grandmaster will owe him a favor to be named at a later date. Maximus says that he has plans that will only thrive in chaos, and that this order is just an itch that he cannot scratch. The challenge is not for the Union to fail, but for the Grandmaster to put them at each other's throat, as Maximus needs no less than a war. Maximus says that he does not know the Sharat game, and Grandmaster says that it's a wonderful game of pure strategy, and when it starts, the player does not know if he is playing against one opponent or many. They start playing, and Grandmaster says that they are telling a story to all those who will be caught up in the web of it, and like any other well-told story, the path of the player's take should appear to be self-determined, while it's anything but. So while the players work from a beginning, the Grandmaster works backwards from a desired end state, so their efforts will lead to a conclusion predetermined by the Grandmaster, and it finally comes to this, an inflection point when all eyes turn and shadows rise to reveal the real enemy. Grandmaster says that Wakandans had leverage, but he used it against them, and the Skrulls had fervor and a righteous cause, but he made a mockery of it, and the Shi'ar had plans within plans, but they boxed themselves in. A perfectly played game, painted across the canvas of cold and unforgiving space. Grandmaster chooses the players and the board, and as such, he cannot lose. Maximus admits his loss and says that he will prepare the inhuman genetic records along with the Terrigenesis information, but Grandmaster tells Maximus to keep them. He says that all he cares about is the audacity of the wager and the impossibility of the task. He will just pull the right thread, and the tapestry of war falls apart, and tells Maximus that his desires are nothing but dust. Maximus says that he is a royal of the Inhumans and has seen galactic empires rise and fall, including the Inhumans empire itself. But now, everything will be changed. Maximus says that he has spent all his time being a liar and a cheat, and that he is a master of his craft. He tells Grandmaster that he missed a piece, revealing that there is one more king on the board, namely Black Bolt, the ruler of the Inhumans, who teleports into the place with Lockjaw. Grandmaster tells Maximus that he has two options, either to accept his defeat or deny it, but neither will change the result. But Maximus underestimates what Grandmaster said, and tells Black Bolt to show the Elder who really won. Black Bolt whispers that he won, and the whisper is more than enough to destroy the Elder. Maximus says that winners are not usually great at facing defeat, and suggests that they disappear for a few more years and wander the universe in search of enlightenment, but Black Bolt does not like the idea. Maximus tells Black Bolt to have it his own way, leaving the planet and remarking that it's time to go get an empire. Do you think Black Bolt will confront the Hulk in this run? Let me know what you think about this book so far, and as usual, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thanks for watching and have a nice one.